Hey guys, welcome back in Bangla YT and another part of third person shooting series. You find the playlist link in the description link below so you can easily access. So last of video we created the widget of we create the the 3D widgets like kind of like PUBG still. So now we are going to update it something more kind of like that. When we pick the gun, okay, like we have the gun, now we want to that it should be displayed in our this 3D human or these 3D widgets. So for do that, let's set up. So for do this thing, as you can see, as our overlay actor will be open this thing. Okay, also we need to open the our third person or our TTP player. So here is our basically the character or our overlay character, and then we'll be open our TTP player. And yeah, basically that was okay. So then also if you want, you can open the backpack UI. Okay, so we have all the thing. Now let's first of all come in our overlay. So at the overlay, because it's the skeleton mesh same, so it's mean that the same it's the same skeleton mesh or what I use for TTP players. So because it's same, so it's also have the same skeleton mesh, so we can use the same stock. So how we can do that? Basically just open the that, as you can see, that is TTP, and then at here you need to go in your weapon pack. Okay, like just to go your weapon pack, in my case it's this one, then go mash, and then just drag and drop the your skeleton, the AKM skeleton or which skeleton you have, just add that. Okay, make sure that is that attached with your skeleton mesh, so you can use the stock, so we'll be use that gun one. So basically, as you can see, now we are said that it's holding the gun. Okay, so what is do that, if we now need to set that if we have the gun, so it will be should be display this AKM. Okay, so it will be look very nice. Okay, now as you can see, it's looking very nice. And yeah, we'll need to also set up that if we drop the weapon, it's also detached from this thing or just destroy or hide something. So for do that, what will we do is basically first of all open the you need to open the overlay actor. So just we need to do lots of thing in our overlay actor. Okay, so first of all we'll be here create a custom block that AKM. Okay, AKM1, I'm giving name AKM1. So at here what will we do is we want to execute this thing. So first of all, at our event begin play, we create a sequence. This sequence will be disable or hide this thing. So simply that hide. Okay, you can search that hide actor, or you can say that visibility. Okay, I think you can call the new visibility dot set the visibility, like set visibility, and will be set it to, if it's not true, it's mean that it will be hide. Okay, so let me show you that it's working or not. Let's see. As you can see, it's hide. So now what will we do that basically on when the AKM pressed, like this function will be execute, so it will be enable this thing. So for do that, we'll be just grab this and connect it with this and set that new activity and connect it with this thing. Okay, so also do it. Okay, now we can use these things to enable our AKM, and so now we need to go in our backpack system. So just go at the event graph, okay, let's go at the event graph, and from the event graph on event construct we need to do the same thing, that will we get the class and connect it with this, and from here we'll be search the overlay actor, and we'll be get the same, that get copy, and we'll be promote a variable because we are want to use his data. So over layer I've just give it name that overlayer player. Okay, so now we can use his data, like what you create in our there. We want to execute this thing, that's why. So at the backpack, now at the visibility, that if we have picked this thing execute, so it is the image 1. So here's the image 0. Okay, that is the image 0, that has visibility and hidden. So we'll be get our overlay player, not set, we need to get the overlay player. From here will be search that AKM1. So as you can see, now we can execute this thing. So here's the first time. So maybe the loop type can be break this thing, like maybe I think we don't should be use the over so we'll be said that we can call it name that AKM open. Okay, open, and we need to create another block, that custom event, then same AKM then close, and then it will be again execute this thing. Okay, the AKM now will be hide. So now at our backpack system will be also cast this thing, that AKM close, that if it is hidden, so it should be close. Okay, now it will be must work. Like now if I click the play, and now if I pick AKM, as you can see it's come, but it didn't active the AKM. So there's a maybe problem. As you can see, there's a problem maybe coming in close. Okay, so it's coming a problem. So we can do this thing by do once. Okay, like we can add these things, but we also need to reset this, that when it should be reset. Okay, so we also need to do like this. We need to just give the opposite sides. Okay, I think the opposite sides will be work, like if this thing, like first time it's execute and it's open the AKM, then if it's hide, so then it should be reset this thing, and if for this it will be reset this thing. Okay, I think you can understand that what I mean. Now let's see, it will be only do one time, not lifetime. It still have the problem, like maybe there's a maybe coming a problem. Let's, it didn't understand that what kind of problem. Let's see. Okay, so let's see the blueprint release trying to read the property by overlap, and that graph nodes aim close. So it's mean that it's failing to casting this thing or execute this thing. Maybe it's doing the loop type, maybe for that. Okay, I think maybe for that reason it's somewhere it's not working, or maybe the our player is, or our overlay actor is a basically actor, maybe for that reason. Okay, so there's a can come. Now we need to find a solution that how we can execute this thing. Okay, like we have to execute this code or this event. Okay, let's try from how we created the backpack. We try to create the same thing in our TTP player, and let's try to run that thing and there. Okay, like from here we'll be create these things, and then simply connect it, and we'll be promote a variable. And how we create, like on the F keyboard press, we'll be try to find this thing, that our keyboard, yeah, this thing is, yeah, maybe there's a can come here, the F keyboard press, and here's the AKM value. So from our this thing we can now maybe do this thing like that, AKM sorry, AKM cam open, and let's try right now that if it's work or not. yeah, it's execute. As you can see, from the widget it's not working, but from at here it's working goodly. That's I want. So also we need to set that if it's dropped, so it should be also uh, destroy these things. Let's see that there's any kind of like problem or not. Yeah, there's a coming lots of problem in the close section because I think this is still executing. That's why maybe I think this is doing a loop type, that's why this problem coming. Okay, so that's why from this backpack system we can't use this thing. So let's come in TTP player, and now at here there is a AKM, but from the backpack on the drop system, that the drop AKM, that is a drop ammo, that is a drop weapon for AKM. Okay, so we also can call this that AKM. So on the drop success, it's been that we didn't have the gun, so we can just get our overlay actor and search that AKM and close. Okay, so like that. Now save this thing. Now let's click on play and let's try now. Yeah, we have the gun. Now let's click on drop, but still it's have, maybe from the widget it's failed somewhere, it's failing to cast this thing. I don't know why it's failed to do this thing. It should be work. I don't know, seriously. Guys, I think maybe why this problem may become, I think because we are creating the spawn actor, like, yeah, we are spawning the actor, we need that reference. Okay, so from that we need this actor. So what you can do is, maybe I have an idea, like where we create the spawning system, we don't give this thing. Okay, we'll be select our this overlay actor data to our this player. Okay, so now we have this player data, so we already have a created at here. So from at here we can now simply set it by from getting our player that over layer, just get the overlayer actor and we'll be set the all the data in our display. So I think now it will be work. Let's try. I think now guys this trick will be work. Let's try. Yep. No guys, it's not executing from the backpack system. I don't know why it should be execute. Why you are not executing? Like it's failed. Okay, let's try by another way. That from the get player will be search the overlayer over sorry, overlayer actor, and from that one will be search AKM close. So also we need to make sure that in our overlay actor it's doing the right thing, like this close, and it should be, yep, all the blocks are okay. Let's see that. Yes guys, finally it's working right now. Okay, so yeah, simply it's working, I think. And let's try to do this thing by loop type, that we drop this thing, then again go. Yep, it's come, and again we can drop. So it's mean that now we can do this thing. Okay, so that is basically awesome. Our function is now created, so now we can do this thing for everything, like for the AKM, also for the M4, and for our ammo picking or backpack, helmet, or anything what you give to pick. So Yeah, so now let's do the same thing for our M4A4. Okay, so we'll be do the same thing for our M4, that because he's also a basically he's also important, that's right. So at here, that what you can do for the M4, the same thing. So basically I feel sleepy right now. Yeah, I feel sleepy. However, let's open the our assault pack, and from the rifle we'll be get our this thing, and kind of like that. Okay, so make sure you select the whole thing in a correct position. And also we'll be what will be do is basically we will cast the shadow, or will be disable his shadow. So as HA, his shadow will be disabled. Okay, so now we can pick a picture. Now just simply click on Ctrl plus F1. Now we will be do the same thing like what we did for our basically the. Okay, so we need to go at the any kind of like background remover, right? PACK background remove. Open the background remove. Oh, seriously guys, I feel so much sleepy. Wow. Let's go at YouTube where I save this thing. Now let's open this thing, like edit. Now we'll crop this thing. And click on save, and we can give it name that M4A6 M4A, then M4A dot HL, that because this is the highlight version. And then just go at the background remover, open, then we'll visit our the M4A4, and it will be remove the background. Then we'll be click on download. Okay, basically we have the both image, so we'll be created to M4 that image. Now let's come in Unreal Engine, and now will be from our TPP player at the image, will be add the image. And because now it's created, so now we can use this. Yeah, how we set for our the backpack, because we already know that how we set up, so it will be easy to do the thing, but it's can for setuping it can take some time. Okay, so make sure. So let's come now to open the first of all TTP player. We need the three things: TTP player, our the backpack inventory. So as here that backpack system, how we create it for the ACAM, we need to create the same thing. So just duplicate this thing and set like that. How we set ACAM, need to set the same thing. And at here will be set the M4, so or the M4A4. So just go image, drag and drop. Where is this? Oh, here, drag and drop. Okay, so as you can see, it's good, pretty enough. Yeah, it's pretty enough good. So we'll be also copy the duplicate block or the button, and make sure that it's the same position, so I think it will be give you a good look. Okay, or it will be give you a bad look, so make sure that I think that is some down. Yep, now this thing is good. Now compile and save. So by selecting the this one, we go at graph, from at graph, at here that on the second sequence we will be get the player same, and from the player we will suggest have M4 one or not, like how we said here that have AKM will be do the same, they have M4 if. So guys, it will be just give you a remember like how we set up. So like that, if you have the M4, so just grab this thing, that is the image 3, get this thing, just duplicate and set the visibility and non-visibility. Okay, so we will be do the same thing for the button also. Select the button, that is the button 3, get the button, set the visibility and this one. Now compile and save. Now let's check that it's working or not. Okay, let's pick the M4A4. Okay, the M4A4 come, we need to just set the left one also, so it will be work goodly. Okay, so yeah, we need to just set the left one, so it will be give you the like we need to just set it for left one. So let's set. So here's our basically the backpack. Go at here, so at here we need to create the same, so just simply duplicate and we need to set the that 56 and by minus 170. Okay, 56 by minus 176. Oh, that is the this one. 56. Okay, now at here will be set our the basically the M4A4 one. Okay guys, that's good. Now compile and save. So now this thing also can come, so by selecting this, that is the image 4. So at the graph, here's the second sequence. So first of all we will get this thing and also search here that if, and from at here will be search that near the M4A or not, then same thing, duplicate and connect it with this thing. So now it will be make it visible. Okay, as you can see they both are coming. Okay, like we pick AKM, okay, done. We picked M4, okay, it's done also. So now we need to set up that now we need to set up one more thing, that it should be attached to like we need to set up this thing in our inventory, that on the back side. So for do that, basically open the overlay actor, just go to viewport, format viewport, just open the mesh of the assault pack. Okay, maybe this is the rifle one. So attach with the skeleton body, compile and save, and the stock name just attach with this thing, and at the stock name we will be set that gun 2 because that is basically his locations. So we can see this thing also. So I think that was pretty enough good. Just set it to 0, so it will be, we can see this thing. So now go at the graph. So at the graph we need to do the same thing for the custom event, that M41, and make sure that that is the M41 open, and create one more custom event, that M41 CLOSC close. Okay, so then we'll be simply just get the rifle or the M4. First of all it will be become, or here we need to create one more thing. Let's just duplicate this thing. Okay, because this is doing one time and this is the separate, we don't want to, it's also disable this thing, that's why. And at here we'll be duplicate this thing from rifle to this rifle, and when it's first time open it will be do this thing, when it's closed it will be hide these things. Okay, that was good. Now we need to do the same thing how we set up at the our player pickup systems, that for our ECM, that is the for this is for the M4 A4. So will be from here will be such that M4A that open. Okay, so as you know that we set up how we set up for the drop weapon for the ECM, we need to also create a same function for drop weapon for the M4. So drop weapon M41. So how we create the drop section, so we'll be just copy the whole value for now and just drop to M4. At here will be search that have the M4 or not. If we have, so will we remove this thing as M4 reference, connect it with this, destroy with this, and here at here will be search that M41 BP and compile and save. And now let's go at the backpack system. At the backpack system, how we create for the drop for AKM, so we need to create the one more thing that for to drop for basically for our M4. So here's the drop one for M4, just click on clicked. Now here will be call this thing that drop M41, and we can give you can give a color, so it will be look very nice. Okay, so how we create at here, so we need to just duplicate this thing fully, make sure and duplicate and connect it at here. Now will be from the player, here is a player, will we search the have M41 connected with this, the drop by dropping weapon through will be search the drop M4, and here's the gun number. So we'll be simply just the gun number are same, so we don't need to change, but you need to make sure that you connected all the thing quickly. But at here the AKM have we need to false this thing, so have M4 that set versions, and have the M4 it's dead, and the close to will be set that M41 that close. And I think the function are created or the code is done. Let's try. Yep, as you can see no M4, so as you can see here is come. So now if I press the drop, okay, so that is also dropped. So yeah, it's good, pretty, and we have the both guns, so it will be display the both. So this thing is totally very perfect. As you can see, I'm saying that guys, seriously, this is totally very that was totally very nice. I'm seriously saying this is totally very nice. As you can see, the lighting are perfect and everything are so perfect. But maybe you have a question, I will show you this thing later, but for now this thing setup is done guys. Like the inventory system are 90% done. How you want to create, it's coming left, we can drop, we can pick. Okay, as the same way you can add the helmet, the dress, and the other thing also, but I don't have the any dress or something for now, so I can't show you. But if you have, you can do the same thing like how we set up for the this thing. Just you need to set up all the thing in your overlay, so it will be work for you. Oh guys, I feel so much sleepy. Okay, so yeah, this thing is totally 100% perfect. So thank you so much for watching this, love you all, and bye bye.